So it's first down. Going to bring in Jaleel McLaughlin. Another of their running backs. Fake it to him. Throw. Slant. Caught. And into Saints territory goes Vele.
Sutton eventually will get involved up at the top. We'll move him around.
Put Burton in at fullback. He'll help lead the way. Williams breaking tackles. And he picked. Spread it out. Go 5 wide, 4 of them to the right side. Nix looks that way and throws. No, he still has it. And Nix on the move, breaking away that time from Chase Young. He was with Sean Payton here for 7 years in New Orleans. So they remember Lutz. They give him a lusty welcome. And the kick is good. Went to a luncheon honoring Drew Brees today at noon. Meanwhile, breaking a tackle, still on his feet, up to the 40-yard line goes Kendre Miller. Worked a lot with Carissa Thompson on her show. But, boy, he missed looking at that scoreboard at the end of the night. Meanwhile, the catch is made here.
Really easy read for Rattler.
Look out. He gets hit. Was the arm coming forward? Haven't heard a whistle yet. Meanwhile, Cody Barton coming in. But they're going to rule that. Well, they're going to rule that a fumble and a recovery.
See how they respond tonight.
Williams and McLaughlin both in the backfield, and the ball is handed off and taking it to the 37-yard line.
A lot of PIs, a lot of defensive holdings when people attack 29.
Nix keeps it, throws, caught, slanting over the middle. 3rd and 1. Off the fake. Ton of time. All day, all night. Rolling, but the coverage is very good and the pass is short. No love lost, you can tell. On 4th down, 32-yard attempt. Right down Canal Street. Our expert has spoken. I'm buying it, totally. 3rd and 5. Rattler, pump fake, then throws. And throws that out of bounds.
And then that's when his ball ends up being a perfectly thrown football.
2nd and 6. Through the middle. Big hole, exploiting it. And tackled from behind up at the 38-yard line goes Javonte Williams. You know, Sutton has not even been targeted to this point. 2nd and 6. Play action. Screen. Nice block there. There goes Williams. First down. Gets up to the 50-yard line. And it's 1st and 10 as play resumes from the 50-yard line for Bo Nix. To the outside. He goes, the open man, he finds him. Down the sideline goes Franklin. Very good friends with Nix, who went to Auburn at one point before Oregon. 2nd down and 8. That pass is caught for a first down and then spun around, but forward progress halfway through the 2nd quarter.
Nope.
Wide
so
open. Yeah, Javonte Williams for the touchdown. Goes in untouched. So they complete that drive, leading the Saints 13-0.
So linebacker blitz is here. It's picked up by the center. Watch the right guard with a kickout block. There's just nobody left. I mean, that's about as easy as it can be when once the center is able to pick up that blitzing linebacker to Mario Davis. That opened up, and Denver right now over 100 yards.
Meanwhile, now they're going to line up to go for it. And they do. And it's floated and caught. And they get a break by getting the first down as Jawan Johnson is there. And the call he sends in on a 3rd and 2 is play action. Avoiding the sack. Getting away. Deep into Denver territory. And Rattler is out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
And over time, Bo Nix and his offense will keep getting better and better.
3rd and 11. Pressure. Caught. Trying to break away and gets a couple of more yards for Samoro. Snap good. Hold good. Kick likewise. On the board. 13-3. Nix 102 yards through the air and also 35 on the ground. Swings one out here. Again, a missed tackle. Good protection. Open. First down. Right to midfield goes Lucas Kroll. Almost too easy. 3rd and 10. Knicks buying time. Throws, caught, and again a broken tackle here. 3rd and 7. Knicks will take off again and scoots out of bounds. Kickers 50 to 59 are hitting 3/4 of their attempts, and here's another one.
Dialed in back home in New Orleans.
52-yard field goal is good.
This pressure that this offensive line is creating.
More pressure again. He fires this one, and again it's dropped. Start on the ground here. And another good run by Williams. By the way,
Light box, what are you doing?
That's minutia 2.0. Here's McLaughlin. Look at this. McLaughlin. And they finally stop him at the 25-yard line.
And what he wants to do and how he wants to grow this offense.
3rd down and 5. Lofting one into the corner of the end zone and incomplete. Coverage was very good by Taylor. 38-yard attempt for Lutz, who is 3 for 3. And he's now 4 for 4.
You know, we all retired. We experienced some incredible things together, but we were made better men, better leaders, better players as a result of being a part of this. In all of his Broncos gear, in his Broncos hoodie, along with a couple of our other coaches. I mean, 75% of their sideline I played with or had some interaction with over the years.
How different it is this year for Bo compared to year 3, year 4, and year 5. Very different.
This is what the guy gives you here.
There he is. He gives you on a 3rd and 1. He sets up a 1st and goal.
He looked like Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
With that run.
So a Hill 1st and goal. 75 rushing yards for Knicks tonight. Gives it to Williams, and he burrows his way in for the touchdown. So the Denver Broncos, 69 yards, 5 plays, 4 of them on the ground.
Denver's ability to control the line of scrimmage. It's not been something that's necessarily been a strength, but I'll tell you what, today it has been. Great job of just push. Look at the push up front there. McGlinchey back from that injury. And again, if you're a Denver fan out there, you've been wondering where's Javonte all year for this Denver offense.
Yeah, 12 carries for him, 81 yards. Pass here, caught by Tipton. Became a DC. Remember, he's got Atlanta playing very well right now. Pass to the outside. That's caught there by Bub Means.
You got a shot.
Sure.
You got a shot at that wild card.
Yeah, 9 and 8. 7 teams in each conference going in. And another sack here. So this night of misery in a way will continue.
He's just going to get better every single week with the reps he's going to get in this system.
3rd and 19. Draw play. And out to the 16-yard line goes Javonte Williams.
Continuing to double down on his rehab. He's doing everything he can to get back.
3rd down and 5. Rattler, and that's through the hands and incomplete of Bub Means, covered on the play by Riley Moss.
He's anticipating misery today.
Yes. Rattler, he's doing a little shovel dump to Alvin Kamara, and they turn the ball over on downs. 1st and 15 now after that penalty. Chew up some of the clock here. And ball's out, and the Saints have it.
The guys on the edge are interchangeable.
3rd and 9. The pass is caught at the 40-yard line. The tackle is made, at least for the moment.
These linebackers, outside linebackers.
2nd and 10, look out. And is that going to be a fumble, which is taken by Barton in the air? There's no whistle yet. And Barton, what a night this guy's having. Jaquan McMillan is the guy who hits Rattler as the ball is being released, and for the moment, ruled a touchdown.
McMillan, see him looping around, but here, this is where the pressure actually gets home. Nobody picks him up. Nobody sees him off that slot receiver.
Goes as a 52-yard return off an interception. And then winning Super Bowl 50 with that great defense. And Von Miller is the MVP. And nice run here. Gain of 16 for Kendre Miller.
Hopefully he'll be all right.
Ball at the 37-yard line. Keep it on the ground. Nice run here.
Hayner, much more of a distributor. Get the ball out of his hands quick.
He does there. And he hits Mason Tipton there. That's a first down and more. And the 11-yard line goes Cedric Wilson. Fired, caught, touchdown, Cedric Wilson.
Look at all those white jerseys. Trying to create some confusion, make him hesitant. He sees it right away, man, and it is out of his hands, and it's accurate. Couple onward. Get ready for that next one.
And that takes us to the 40-second mark, which means no more play is necessary. Bo Nix, good night for him. 165 yards in the air and 75 on the ground as the Broncos win it by a score of 33-10.